Hey everybody, welcome back. I just went on my first, I would say official rockhounding trip, although I guess I've been to sapphire mines. If that counts, I guess it kind of counts, but um, that's, you're going through gravel that other people have mined. So I went on my first full-on rock hounding outing with my local rock club, and we went to a place called the Snowbird mine, which was an old fluorite mine that operated in the 50s, but didn't operate very long because there just wasn't too much of commercial value. But there's a lot of cool stuff, as you can see, for rock hounders. Now, it has been pretty heavily worked over the years, and even between watching a video from the currently rock hounding channel, which I think has one of the better videos of it out there, if not the only one that really goes into detail. I think they went like 2 or 3 years ago, and like some of the big crystals that used to be there, it seems like are already gone, which is kind of a shame. So go check that video out if you're interested in kind of what the area is like and what kind of stuff you can find outside of what I'll be showing you today. I'll also probably be posting a YouTube short of kind of like little cut together clips from the trip if you want to kind of see more shots from going to the location. But anyway, today I figured I would just go through some of the stuff that I found, or some of the stuff that I brought back. Actually, all the stuff that I brought back. And yeah, I have another video of going through a bunch of other rough that I have, mostly faceting rough and some specimen pieces that I've purchased. It's a kind of long one, and it's still being edited, so that one will actually probably come out after this, because this will be a nice easy one. Just go through and see what we got. So starting off in no particular order, it probably would make sense that I would start with fluorite, but I'm just grabbed this one already. So I'm pretty sure that this is quartz because it is harder, it's heavier, and I can't just break it apart with my fingers. The fluorite there's like seams running through the host rock like all over the place, but it's really hard to like mine out, because actually that might be a piece of quartz as well. Because if I were to really like push on this with pressure, it would just disintegrate, and this is actually like one of the harder pieces. Like it kind of just so much of it just disintegrates into what looks like just sugar, like fluorite sugar. Anyway, so there's a piece of quartz, I think. Not too interesting, but I figured I would grab. I was like, I don't have any just of this type of material that's out here, so I'll figure I'll grab it, get a representative sample. We got some pieces of fluorite here, very cracked up, but you'll be able to see the range of colors. This one's kind of like more of a brown and clear. But there's brown, clear, purple, green. This one's got a little bit of green to it, and then you can see these like little purple streaks running through it, which is what I like about this piece. This one too also has those cool little purple streaks running through it. And then this is kind of like the host rock. It's kind of a mix of things. I don't know if it would be considered a pegmatite or not, but I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is calcite. And then this material here, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it might be parisite, because parisite is a rare earth mineral that grows in along with the fluorite and quartz and everything, calcite and everything else. Now this stuff here, I'm not entirely sure if it is also parisite or if it's something else, but there's these little like nubs that you'll find in it with this really green outline around it, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. I know there's also arsenic here, but I don't really know what arsenic looks like, so maybe that's it. But yeah, if you know whether this is in fact parisite or what causes the like green ring here and what the darker material is, please let me know. I asked, the other people that were on the trip with me, and none of the people that I asked knew. I also got asked many questions that I did not know the answer to. I only got into rockhounding because I got into faceting, and so I don't really know a whole lot yet about identifying minerals and geology and stuff like that, but I am reading up on it and trying to learn some more fluorite. Get through some of these just fluorite pieces. Purple. As you can see here, some parts of it are already chipping apart, so you kind of have to handle it a little gently. Purple. I was thinking about getting some of this stuff wet to show it off too, but I don't know if I'm going to. This stuff looks like it might be... Is this a combination of quartz and fluorite? It might be. And then here's kind of a chunk that I did take out of the... a lot of this stuff was just like found in the ground and in like some water in a cave near there. This piece I did actually take out of the wall itself. Just kind of thought it was kind of a cool looking piece of material. Fluorite, lots of fluorite. Who would have thought that there'd be a lot of fluorite at a fluorite mine? Apparently this stuff, this one's not super green, but if you leave the green fluorite in the sun, it will lose its color and will just go clear. And then apparently if it continues past that in the sunlight, it turns purple. I don't know. That's what someone was telling me on that trip. This stuff, I assume, is like purpley black fluorite. It just looks so much more, it's so much darker and more opaque than most of the stuff, but there's a lot of stuff like this there. Some of it like really cool with the whatever this rustish mustard color stuff running through it. I love how that piece looks. Again, feel free to share any information on identifying any of this stuff or tell me if I get anything wrong. Here's another piece that's similar. Yeah, this stuff is just pretty cool with all the little patterns going through it. Almost looks like a couple garnets I have from Africa. Here's another piece of that host rock, which I'm hoping... Okay, no. there's one rock that has the parisite crystal still in it, which is really cool. I'll show that one next, actually. And I saw this, and I was like, oh, I hope it didn't fall out, but I bet, yeah, there was a parisite crystal right in here because it has the shape of it. And I think that's a piece of it, too. All right, this one... Oh, here's another one that also has it, and it just has kind of this different skin on it, so I thought that was kind of interesting. It almost looked like a little seam. This one's really cool. So here you can see my pick marks. I should be nice to clean that up, but I don't want to like the stuff doesn't break exactly how you want it to. But yeah, there's a piece of parisite there. But yeah, you can see how these parisite crystals grow. They grow so pointed. And here's one that came out of the host material. You can see it has that green material that I was talking about on it. Interesting stuff. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces just because you can, it's just so pointy, and it's still in the host rock. I love it. I don't know why this piece is out on its own. I have this tray of small goodies, more of that dark stuff with that super mustardy looking thing. And then this I'm not entirely sure what that is. It's a little different from everything. Parts of it look like pyrite, like here, but it feels very porous. You can probably tell it looks porous. And then speaking of pyrite, you can find pyrite there too, but it grows like this, which I think is really cool looking. This is one of my other favorite pieces that I got, even though it's very small. But yeah, some different fluorite pieces here of different colors. I think it almost seems like some of the green stuff has already lost some of its color. I was cleaning it outside. I don't know how much UV exposure it takes, but I was looking at some of it outside and or cleaning it, but I mean, it was only out there for like an hour. Anyway, there's a little purple in the green. So yeah, those are kind of some of the little pieces. A lot of these just broke off when I was carrying stuff out. The mine, another piece with what I assume is parisite. The mine is in the mountains. It is quite a trek to it, and not so much walking. It's only a mile hike in once you park, assuming that the last gate is open. Here's a piece of quartz that was kind of a cleaner piece. Actually, potentially could be a facetable piece, but I don't know if I really have, if I want to spend the time faceting just plain old quartz. With everything else that I still have to cut. Ooh, look at that. Iridescence. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, so it's a mile hike in, not too bad. But it is a long drive on dirt roads, and a lot of them are pretty rough, pretty rocky. So I was glad that I had my truck it's like a smaller truck. It was actually my grandpa's, and I bought it from him so we could keep it in the family and people could still have a truck to use. But yeah, it's not an easy place to get to. But there was actually a lot of cars out there, and I think it's just because it's huckleberry season here in Montana. And also another piece of quartz, smoky quartz. Really fractured, but it's kind of cool in the way that it's all segmented. Yeah, so there's just a lot of people, I assume, huckleberry picking. And then there was quite a few people that came on the trip from the rock club. There was probably like 20 people. I was surprised. I don't know anyone too well from the club, but I did chat with a couple people, so that was nice. You can see some more of that like iridescence down in there. This piece is one of the cooler ones. Just a crystal. The tip is missing, but still that's one of the cooler pieces. You know, I'll set all my favorite pieces aside, and we'll look at them one more time at the end. Get this little pyrite chunk out here. And this little piece of parisite's pretty cool. This one's kind of neat. It has some, is that? Can't tell if that's the parisite or purple. Oh, that almost looks like, that looks a little bit like pyrite. Yeah, a little bit of everything in this one. And then you got the crystal here, which is fluorite because it is brittle. Yeah, this one's neat. Oh, man. Look at all these little splotches. I love it. Okay, that's one of my favorite ones now, too. Along with this one that has a bunch of the... even just touching it like that, it just crumbles. Throw that away. But yeah, this is another one that has just more pieces falling off. A little bit of that fluorite. And this one's kind of more like crystalline. And then a chunk of, not sure if that's also fluorite or not. But yeah, kind of a cool piece. And then this one I really like, a bigger chunk that has all the little veins of fluorite growing out of it. There were some really big chunks that had like the fluorite and then some quartz and stuff, and I kind of wish I would have taken one of them with me now, but I was like, you know, I don't really need much. I'm just kind of coming here because I thought it'd be interesting, but that's okay. There's so much stuff at this mine. This is more just a piece of the matrix or host rock. I don't really know why I picked this one out. Maybe it was just to show off some of this sharpness, because I'm pretty sure that is because it's calcite. But then it also looks like there's quartz in here too. I don't know. That piece is okay. Oh, we're almost done. And this piece was just like really cool colors. I don't think there's particularly any like crystals or anything, but the color of it just kind of grabbed my eye. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of fun to look at these in the camera because there's some things that you miss the first time. Although I've looked at these quite a bit already. I'm not sure what this spot is there. And then this is one of my favorite pieces that I just found on the ground. You can see like the crystals in here. I assume quartz crystals. And then what really makes it for me is down in there, there's that little piece of pyrite. This is like, I think, yeah, this is the winner of all the pieces. The one that I will probably just like permanently have on display, like probably in my little home office or something. But I mean, could you make it any more perfect that it's just nestled in the center of this? It's so cool. Then finally, just this big chunk of quartz. I mean, there's a lot of quartz there. A lot of it's just milky quartz. But I decided to take this piece because it was, I mean, it's not like crystal clear. You're not gonna like facet a giant gemstone out of this, but it's way clearer than most of the material up there of this size. So it was kind of cool. So that'll be good, like sweet garden rock or something. But anyway, that is the stuff that I got from the Snowbird mine. I forgot to say, I don't remember if I said that the mine is in Montana and western Montana, near Lolo Peak. So it's kind of near the border of Idaho and Montana. Yeah, but it was a fun trip. I'm glad I went. I had a medical issue the day before, and so I didn't think I was going to be able to go, but luckily it resolved overnight and I was able to go, and I'm glad that I did. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.